guys, welcome back to Raw Doing Stuff. Today on the channel I'm going to show you how to cook some baby back ribs. Now, I've never done a video on just the basic easy way I do them when I'm going to eat them at home, so I'm going to show you that and show you how I do them. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that the membrane's been removed, which on these it has. I bought these at Costco. I found lately all the ribs I buy at Costco, the membrane's been removed on them. It's not there. So that's the first thing you want to do. If it is there, you want to remove that membrane. The next thing, we got our yellow mustard. We're going to use that for a binder on these ribs. So you just want to put a good line of that on there. Get it spread out nice and even. Do both sides. Now this is how I do them if I'm just eating them at home, not doing any experimenting, anything like that. And it turns out good for me every time. It's how my family likes them. Take this, clean up just a little. Take my clean hand, grab our rub. Now this is the CC Riders rib rub. It's on all recipes. I also have a video on this, which I'll try to remember to put a link in the description. Just put a good liberal coating of that on there, much as you like. I find I just like a lot, to where when I flip it, a little bit falls off even. Then we're going to flip it over this side. Same thing. Good nice coating on there. Now sometimes I will do this the night before and let them sit in the fridge. I don't know if there's really a difference. I ought to do that sometime, do a video and put one in the fridge with the rub on it. Leave one out, see if I can taste a difference on it. Okay, once those are coated, then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let those sit. That rub, the moisture out of the meat will come up, and that mustard binder will bind that rub to it. So we're going to let them sit for about 15 minutes, then we'll put them on the smoker. Okay guys, so if you look at this, you can see how that rub has gotten all wet and it's gone into the meat. You need it to do that to form a proper bark on the ribs. So now we're going to get these on the smoker. Okay guys, so we've got our smoker set at 225 degrees. I'm just going to set these on here, just like so. We're going to let them ride for about 2.5 to 3 hours or until our bark is set. And I'll show you how I check that in the next step. Alright guys, so we're going to check on these. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. So if you rub your finger on here and this rub stays, see how it's still kind of coming off right there? That means we want to wait a few more minutes before we wrap these, because we want that rub to totally set up and form a bark before we wrap them. It's been about 2.5 hours, so we'll probably go another 30 minutes and then check it out. Alright guys, definitely done, ready to be wrapped up. So I'm going to show you how I go about wrapping ribs. First thing you want to do, get that flipped upside down on there. This isn't an ideal table here because it's not quite big enough, but we're going to make do. Okay, so what I like to do, close this, maybe it won't be so noisy. What I like to do is I put a couple tablespoons of butter in there, and I get me some just brown sugar. Put you some brown sugar on there, about that much. Get these out of my door. Okay. Then I'm going to take this. I'm just going to wrap it up. Careful not to let the bones poke through. Did a little bit right there, but that's okay because we're going to double wrap it. So I wrap it up like that. Then I take just some apple juice. You're going to want to put probably about a half a cup in there for a full rack. See about there. And we're going to wrap it again. Just like that. Then these are going back on the smoker, meat side down. And we're going to wrap up this half rack. Do it the same way as we did the other one. Just put our butter in there. Some brown sugar. Got both sheets there. Like that. Dump some of our apple juice in there. I found if you wrap them up like this before you put the apple juice in, it helps. It helps those. Well, it's not running all over the foil, is what I'm trying to say. Since I lost that train of thought for a second, and it just makes it easier when you wrap it up. Okay, that's all there is to it. Get those nice and tight. Throw them back on there, and we'll be back in an hour and a half to 2 hours to check on them. Alright guys, we're going to check these ribs. They should be about done. So how I do that, I just pull one out, open it up, have a look at it here. See if our bones are pulled back. Oh yeah, those look good. Yeah, I'll bring you in closer and show you what I'm talking about. So these bones, how they're pulling back away from the meat. That thing's ready to go on. We're just gonna sauce these, and then we're gonna put it back on the smoker for about, I usually just go like 15-20 minutes so it doesn't dry it out. So what I'm gonna do, going to sauce the back of this while I have it here. I'm using the Sweet Baby Rays today. I usually prefer stubs, but my family prefers the Sweet Baby Rays, so when I'm cooking for them, that's what I do. And then I just go like this, sauce the front of this. It doesn't burn my fingers because that sauce is cold. Just like that. We're going to get the next one out, sauce it up the same way. And then like I say, we're just going to let it roll for about 15-20 minutes, and I'll check back with you on those. Let's open this one up real quick. Make sure it's good to go too. Oh yeah, same thing here. You can see these bones pulling out. That's how I like it. Okay, just like that, like I say, 15-20 minutes, and we'll be back. Alright guys, it's been 15 minutes. Look at those ribs. Those look amazing, don't they? Man, can't wait to get into these. Okay, we're going to give that just a couple minutes to rest, then we're going to slice it up and have ourselves a taste. Alright guys, these have been resting for a few minutes. I'm going to slice this open. I'll just do this small one for now. Have you get a look at this. And bring you in closer so you can take a look at this. Look at that. Nice and moist. Tender. Can't wait to sink into that. Let's try it. Alright. Look at that bite on those. It comes off the bone. But it's not mushy. It's got the perfect bite. Oh, it's good rib. I love cooking them this way. They come out perfect. They've got just a little bit of sweetness. That rub has just a little bit of heat in it. Not much, but just enough. So if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. A like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll see you on the next one. Dang, that's a good rib.